It is certainly great to be back here in beautiful St. Kitts and Nevis. It is. And the next thing is really gives me great pleasure to recognize Her Excellency Dame Marcella Leiber, the Governor General of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. Deputy Prime Minister of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, Honorable Geoffrey Ian Hanley, Honorable Minister Samuel Duggins, Minister of Agriculture, Marine and Marine Resources, CARICOM Ministers of Agriculture, other members of the Cabinet of St. Kitts and Nevis, Excellencies, Permanent Secretaries, farmers, distinguished delegates, development partners, stakeholders, ladies and gentlemen. First, let me say that if Melly was looking down today, he would have recognized that I'm sure he would be smiling, and he would recognize that the future of steel pan in this country is in safe hands. And with that, I'd like to, on behalf of the CARICOM Secretariat, it is my distinct pleasure to address you at the 19th Caribbean Week of Agriculture, the premier regional platform and forum for advancing dialogue and action in agriculture and rural development. I would like to thank the government and people of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis for hosting the CWA 2025. The kind hospitality which St. Kitts and Nevis is well known for was on full display as we arrived on the weekend. I want to express my gratitude to the planning team and all who have been involved in making the arrangements for the 19th CWA. Your exemplary leadership and attention to organizational detail is truly inspiring, for which the entire CARICOM region is most appreciative. Colleagues, your presence and participation in this year's CWA is a signal to the region and to the world that food security is one of the highest priorities for the region. It is an indication that the region is doing something right. This success must be promoted, celebrated, and shared within the region and with the whole world. In just 4 short years, we started what was seen by many as just a dream when we launched the 25 by 2025 Food Import Bill Reduction Program. It was, at the time, a bold move to cut the region's food import bill by 25% by the year 2025. I am pleased to let you know that the program has borne fruit and is continuing to provide us with green vegetables and fresh meat. We have been seeing real positive results. Please allow me to share a few with you. The hosting of 2 highly successful agricultural investment forums and expos in Guyana and Trinidad and Tobago, which laid the groundwork for both public and private investment and governance mechanisms. Approval and implementation of critical regional policies, trade policy for animal and animal products, regional agricultural health and food safety policy, SPS guidelines and alternative SPS settlement mechanism, regional guidelines for 19 agricultural products. introduction of regional agricultural insurance mechanisms, mobilization of cross-border agricultural investments, the creation of a US $100 million regional agricultural loan fund, the expansion of storage facilities for soy or corn up to 27,000 tons, increased resource mobilization and coordination toward implementation of the initiative. Large-scale private sector investment in dairy, small ruminants, soy, and poultry. This includes the construction of a US $20 million milk and dairy facility in Guyana. Such investments are critical to fostering innovations which would help attract the young people to the industry. And this is for whom the regional youth agriculture strategy was developed. I have had the opportunity to visit 2 of these facilities. The technology and innovation involved are game-changing. These are the kind of investment that would help to utilize our limited land and labor resources more productively and help to usher in a more competitive agricultural sector. But these are not isolated. Events. Everywhere you go, there are projects that you're hearing about, people doing innovative stuff. This augurs well for the future of the region. Other positive initiatives include the establishment of a regional electronic agricultural marketing information system, expanded technical assistance programs between member states, which is key to sharing the knowledge across the region. Improve alignment of development partners with the regional food and nutrition security policies. Investment in greenhouse technology and cold storage throughout the region. The list goes on, but we only have a limited time today. Moreover, we ought not to be resting on our laurels. After all, there is much more interesting work ahead of us than what is behind us. As we assess current progress, it is clear that this initiative has been transformative, galvanizing investment, policy reform, and innovation across member states. However, we know that the journey does not end here. We have now extended this effort through 25 by 25 plus 5, not as an admission of delay, but as a declaration of resolve. It signals that our community is serious about consolidating gains, scaling up successful approaches, and achieving long-term resilience by 2030. 25 by 2025 plus 5 is therefore more than a target. It is a strategic framework for action, focusing on some key outcomes, including scaling up of priority commodities such as poultry, small ruminants, root crops, fruits and vegetables, embracing climate-smart agriculture to counter the risk of drought, flooding, and hurricanes, harnessing digital technology and innovation to improve productivity, traceability, and access to markets, ensuring inclusion by empowering our youth, supporting women entrepreneurs, and strengthening the role of farmers and fishers, who are the backbone of our food systems. Achieving these ambitions requires strong partnership. Governments, the private sector, financial institutions, and development partners must work together to mobilize investment, transfer knowledge, and create the enabling environment for agribusiness to thrive. The Caribbean Week of Agriculture provides precisely this platform to share best practices, forge new collaborations, and to showcase the ingenuity of our farmers, processors, innovators, and stakeholders. We must use this CWA to forge even stronger investments, technical alliances, project formulations, and promote social entrepreneurship to impact the region's food system. In this regard, I would like to recognize the significant contribution of the Director General of IICA, Dr. Manuel Otero, to the CWA and the agricultural sector in general. You have been one of our staunchest supporters over the two terms. We wish you the best in the next chapter of your life, beginning 10/15 and January 15, 2026. Colleagues, we all agree that the task before us remains urgent. Food and nutrition security is not optional. It is essential to our economic stability, social well-being, and environmental resilience of our community. Let us therefore embrace and reaffirm 2025 by 2025 plus 5 as our collective commitment to sow the seeds of change and harvest resilience for generations to come. In closing, I once again thank the government and people of St. Kitts and Nevis for hosting this important gathering, and I wish you all fruitful deliberations and a successful Caribbean Week of Agriculture 2025. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.